Hey there, English learners! Welcome back to another episode of English Mastery Podcast. I'm Vay, and as always, I've got my co host James here with me today. James, how's it going?
Hey, Vay, I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. And wow, I'm really excited about today's topic because honestly, it's something that touches everyone's life. We're diving deep into family and friends vocabulary. You know, these are the words we literally use every single day, whether we're talking about our loved ones, introducing people, or just having casual conversations. It's funny how these basic words are actually the foundation of so many interactions, right? I mean, think about it. When you meet someone new, what's usually the first thing you talk about? Your family, your friends, where you come from. So for our listeners who are just starting their English journey, this episode is going to be pure gold. We'll cover everything from immediate family members to different types of friendships. And oh, we'll definitely include some shadowing practice examples that you can use right away.
Yeah, exactly, James. That's such a great point. And you know what? Before we jump into all the juicy vocabulary, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been following English Mastery Podcast. Your support means the world to us. If you're loving these episodes, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps us reach more English learners like you. And don't forget to leave us a comment telling us about your own family or friends in English. We absolutely love reading them, and honestly, it's amazing practice for you too. So, James, let's start with the basics family vocabulary. Why don't you tell our listeners about your family? And remember, everyone, this is perfect shadowing material, so feel free to repeat after James and practice your pronunciation.
Oh, absolutely. So let me paint a picture of my family for everyone. I come from what you'd call a pretty typical family setup. I have my parents, that's my mom and dad, of course. My father works as an engineer, and my mother is actually a high school English teacher, which is pretty cool, right? Maybe that's where I get my love for language from. Now, I'm not an only child. I have siblings. There's my oldest sister, who's 28, and she's this incredibly talented graphic designer. Then there's my younger brother. He just turned 24, and he's studying medicine. It's interesting how we all chose such different paths, isn't it? Oh, and here's something fun. We have this adorable golden retriever named Buddy. Honestly, he's like the fourth sibling in our family. He's so smart and playful, always greeting us at the door when we come home. What about your family, Vay? I'd love for our listeners to hear about different family structures.
Oh, that sounds like such a wonderful family, James. You know, I love how diverse families can be. My family is a bit different from yours, and that's the beauty of it, right? So I'm married, my husband's name is Alex, and he's my absolute best friend and partner in life. We have a beautiful daughter who's 10 years old, and she's just this curious, book-loving kid who asks the most amazing questions about everything. It's incredible how much you can learn from children, honestly. Now, here's something really special. I'm very close to my extended family, too. My grandparents on my mother's side are still with us, and they're just, how do I put this? They're like the heart of our family. Every Sunday, we have this tradition where we all gather at their house for lunch. My grandmother makes the most incredible homemade pasta, and my grandfather tells these fantastic stories about when he was young. I also have aunts, uncles, and cousins that we see regularly during holidays and special occasions. Oh, and James, speaking of pets, we have a cat named Whiskers. She's this independent little queen who basically rules our house. Sometimes I think she believes we're her pets, not the other way around.
That's so funny about Whiskers. You know, pets really do become such integral parts of our families, don't they? And I love how you described your Sunday family traditions. That's exactly the kind of vocabulary and scenarios our listeners need to practice with. So, speaking of important people in our lives, let's shift gears and talk about friendships. This is honestly one of my favorite topics because friends, well, they're the family we choose, right? I have different types of friends, and I think this is really important for English learners to understand. First, there's my best friend, Marcus. We've been friends since college. That's about 12 years now, and he knows me better than almost anyone. He's the person I call when something amazing happens or when I need advice about life. Then I have my close friends, this group of about 5 people who I hang out with regularly. We have this monthly tradition where we try a new restaurant together, and the conversations we have are just incredible. There are also my work friends, colleagues, who've become genuine friends over time. We grab coffee during breaks and sometimes meet up on weekends. Yeah, exactly. It's so nice when your work environment feels friendly and supportive like that.
That's such a perfect way to categorize friendships, James. And you know what's interesting? Different cultures have different approaches to friendship, but these categories are pretty universal. I have a slightly different friend setup, but it's just as meaningful. My best friend is Sarah. We've been friends since we were teenagers. Can you believe that? That's over 15 years of friendship. She's the kind of person who knows exactly what to say when I'm having a tough day, and we have this incredible ability to just, pick up conversations right where we left off, even if we haven't spoken in weeks. Then I have my mom friends. These are women I met through my daughter's school and activities. It's amazing how quickly you bond with other parents when you're going through similar experiences. We support each other through the challenges of parenting, and honestly, some of my deepest friendships have formed this way. I also stay in touch with old friends from high school and college. Social media makes it so much easier these days, doesn't it? We might not see each other often, but we keep in touch through messages and photos. Oh, and neighborhood friends. There's something really special about having friends who live nearby. You can just pop over for a cup of coffee or let your kids play together in the backyard. These relationships add such richness to daily life, you know?
Practice examples for shadowing. Family introductions.
Let me tell you about my family. My parents are both teachers. I have two siblings, an older brother and a younger sister.
Friend descriptions.
My best friend and I have known each other for years. I love spending time with my close friends. We always have a great time together when we hang out.
Well, amazing listeners, we hope this episode has given you tons of useful vocabulary and confidence to talk about the special people in your life.
Remember, practice makes perfect. Try describing your own family and friends using the words we discussed today. Until next time, keep practicing, keep growing, and keep surrounding yourself with the people who matter most.
This is English Mastery Podcast. We'll see you in the next episode.